Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Ajuna Sharawat, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven successful for many. And this is what we trust these sessions are, a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such industry magnet on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Ashok Kumar. Welcome, Ashok, to FaceTime with Leaders.
Welcome.
Ashok is currently working as an Associate Vice President at Iron Exchange Projects and Engineering Limited. He has been giving his valuable contributions to the environmental sustenance field with his pro-environment professional activities. In his current role, he has handled projects like sulfate removal, RO-based desalination, demineralization, water treatment, wastewater recycling, zero liquid outlet, end-to-end water management, and a lot more. Ashok, please tell us, how has your journey been from being an engineer to someone dedicated to the sustenance of the environment?
Yeah, it's been very, I would say, interesting and challenging journey so far, because we've been seeing that even on a year basis, environmental regulation has been changing with respect to the whatever happening in the climate change or whatever submitting internationally happening. So as so far as my career is concerned in the environment field, so it has been always been challenging everywhere, because we see that every other norms has been changing. So we have to implement and we have to innovate the new technology to cope with the market requirements. So I would say it's been interesting and as well as challenging also to meet the market requirement.
तो आपका इंजीनियरिंग से इस तरफ आना कैसा रहा?
और अच्छा रहा। मैं ये कहूँगा कि जब मैंने करियर स्टार्ट किया एज ए इंजीनियर, सो आई वुड से दैट उस टाइम का जो जर्नी था, उस टाइम नहीं पता था कि ये जो फील्ड है इतना बड़ा और इतना चैलेंजिंग फील्ड होगा. But later on, once I was getting the opportunities, exposures to the new projects, then slowly it has now I got the complete knowledge about this field, and thereon then it's been very interesting and to face the challenges and to meet the whatever customer is asking for their projects.
Ashok, you are in a very fascinating field. We would request you to tell us something about water treatment industry and also highlight the latest advancements in your industry.
Yeah, the water treatment field is very fascinating as well as challenging also, because we have to not only meet the environmental regulations, but we have to see the cost of operations, because everything has a cost with respect to whatever setup has been done in the industry. So earlier it was a practice to have a more fresh water, and government was very lean to give you also like fresh water, you can consume it as much you want. But now there is a water stress in the entire India. So now government has made a norm that for the industry that you have to minimize the fresh water consumption, first step, as much as you can. And whatever fresh water you are taking in, you have to implement the recycle and reuse practices in your industry so that you can recycle the maximum amount of water, whatever you are taking in. And third is, you have to minimize the wastage of water. and you have to implement that zero liquid discharge policy. The zero liquid discharge policy says that you will not even send a single drop of water out from your industry. So you have to consume whatever fresh water you are taking in. You have to consume the every drop of the water. So now I've seen that in many industries, they're putting up water recycling plant, water reuse plant, and then they are putting up the zero liquid discharge plants. So now it is slow. This practice has been adopted in many of the big corporations. Many of the I would say that every business is now putting up this adhering to this policy, and they are finding ways and means to follow this and the industrial water regulations. And the new technology has been coming up on every day to adopt this zero liquid discharge norms.
Very, very useful for the society.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can imagine how challenging this is,
Yes, right.
but so very important.
Right. It's very important. Nowadays, the water has become very, very critical and very valuable. Nobody values the water now, but now the industry is now feeling how much valuable this resource is. It is
Absolutely.
equally important than energy, because
Correct.
everybody is finding to optimize the energy consumption. Similarly, the industry is also very curious and concerned about the water consumption also.
I'm sure you would have had so many learnings throughout your career
Right.
journey. So could you
Right.
please at least tell us about 3 of the learnings which you would like to share with your viewers?
Yeah, I would say that I can say that there are a number of learnings during the tenure of my service till far. But I would emphasize only the few things, like one should be very agile. Means whatever happening is in surrounding, someone has to be agile for whatever the impact. I would say the impact on the field from the surrounding or the regulation has been coming on. So once we become agile, we'll be able to match our standard to the whatever the requirement is coming from the market. And then the second learning is that we should be updated with the whatever advancement has been coming on the technology part, because technology plays a very important role. Once we once we progress, or once we innovate something, then the technology has a very critical role to upgrade, or I would say to innovate, or I would say to implement anything in the field. So the technology advancements also to be learned very fast by someone or by organization also, so that the this whatever requirement is coming in the industry, so the someone to be coped up that requirement or to match that requirement. Third is, I would say that yes, you should be not to the solution expert, but you should be a problem finder at least. Once you find a problem of a macro level, which will have a greater impact on a greater large number of populations, then you will be able to find a good solution about that. So you should be a problem finder expert, so that you can pitch to the problem, and then find the ways to solve that problem, and then that solution have an impact on a bigger scale.
Sure. Thank you so much. Now coming to the technology surge, as you see that there is a technology surge of late,
Right.
many advents,
Right.
namely 5G, IoT, AL, AI,
Right.
ML, AI, yeah, blockchain, industrial revolution.
Right.
So, how do you suggest they can alter the course of business in the near future?
Yeah, I personally feel that these advanced technology will have a greater impact on the any field of the industry, now let us think to the our industry of environment related industry. This this will improve the, I would say, once we say that the whether is IoT technology has a very great impact. We can monitor the plant performance sitting here, and the project is working at a different location. So we will be able to get the real-time data from the project site. We'll be able to give the right solution or to optimize the, I would say, the performance of the plant in terms of the power, chemical consumption, whatever the applicability lies. So the technology advancements will improve on the customer feedback, plant performance levels, and the troubleshooting part of it. So definitely this advanced technology will have a greater impact on our field.
Yeah, very rightly said.
Yeah.
Ashok, since you are now a corporate governance expert, what
Right.
values do you aim to inculcate in your existing, from your existing into your new role?
Yeah, since now I have learned this corporate governance subject, so it will have definitely it will be some new things, or I would say that some new things will be coming up in my role, like compliance to the environmental standard in the whatever project we are executing it. Then compliance to the policy, or we will form up a policy, and policy making decisions will be taking in terms of the environmental regulations, in terms of I would say the updation of policy, not the policy making, updation of the policies. And we will define the key roles, or will identify the key teams who will monitoring these regulations, or on day-to-day basis from the organization's different departments. They will be coordinating with the different departments. And I would say it will be a very big role in terms of implementing these learning in my organization.
Sure. Ashok, जैसा कि आप जानते हैं that we are building the industry Magnates community for
Right.
cross-pollination of knowledge and a community of independent directors for
Right.
having a better corporate governance in the country.
Right.
तो आपके क्या विचार हैं इस initiative के बारे में जो WDC team ने लिया है?
I feel that it is a great initiative because one side, if you see, the industry needs the experts, right? Because industry, the industry owners may not be the expert for the entire fields. They may be expert in administration, they may be experts either in technology part, but every owner cannot be expert in every field. So definitely they will be requiring the expertise part of it. Now the other side is the experts, which are of field experts, the technology experts, or I would say the administration experts, or the technocrats. They must also get aware about the business regulations and compliances. So what WA doing is a very right thing. They are bridging between the experts and the business owners. By making this bridge, they will improve the performance. Through this bridge, we will improve the performance of the businesses of various organizations, because you will be now getting the win-win situation by collaboration of business owners who has a capital, who has a already business standard, and then other side is you have an expert who are now known with the compliances part of it, or they are expert from the governance point. So by collaborating these two owners, the performance of the entire industry will get improved. So it's a great job that you are doing it. I think it's commendable.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts.